All right, so not long ago, I'm talking about last month's incident that happened with Ghana. It shook the four corners of the nation Ghana. I'm talking about a BBC expose which was done by one presenter, radio presenter, Sansuya journalist in Nigeria, Modi, Kiki Modi. She actually went undercover, did the NAS investigative style, and came out with a beautiful piece. Questionable in many ways. The name of this piece, Sex for Grace, Sex for Grace. Now, in this Sex for Grace, we saw, sir, at the University of Ghana, Legon, Ghana's highest and biggest university, we saw the two biggest lecturers. I'm talking about Professor Jampo. If you did political science in Legon and you are Vanda, perhaps you know Professor Jampo is one popular person on campus. And also, Professor Butako. Now, these two lecturers were actually caught in the act. Main case they were caught. They were caught in the act, which means they wanted to, or they were in the process of doing something like that. Now, in some making, I'm talking about the fact, BBC says for grace, the video came out. Who said these two biggest lecturers are Midi Kambo Mudier, Professor Paul Butako, and also Professor Jampo, Ransford Jampo. These two people were filmed in the video. Professor Jampo, he went to the extent of going to the mall with the lady, proposing love, worrying a whole lot of things. And the other one too, we also saw what happened. I'm talking about Professor and Dr. Paul Butakwa. Also, all that he wants to do is to just be their side. Or person side, no be to be na no crank. Minim se Ghana has it me side sa emani. Now finally, in some by the University of Ghana Legon, they came out to say they are not going to shield any lecturer, and the University of Ghana Legon, it being the highest university in Ghana, they need to actually set a precedent for other universities to follow. If Legon, big lecturers and lecturers who have are pioneers of the school, if they are doing search for grades, what does it send, or what signal does it send to other universities that what Ghana has here? They are looking up to Legon. So because of that, they said no, they are going to actually do an investigation, even though they came out initially saying Jampo and also Butako did nothing wrong. It's a 1 year who said within just a week or two, and who said the University of Ghana Legon, and also its body which actually looks into a misconduct of lecturers. And they came out with a finding, and a finding when they came out with a rule. Saying Professor Jampo and also Butako, they should actually recuse themselves from teaching. You can't recuse her. Acquire a way you may be near investigation, near recuse. So they told them to actually recuse themselves, and what's more, they also interdicted them, telling them so the Omunko Tinifi at the right time they'll call them and give them their verdict after the investigation. And then we know because the investigation number, frankly speaking, is sad. But to some people and the ladies on this platform, they'll find it is good. The head and tail of all of this investigation, at the University of Ghana, Legon, and I'm finding this on media ban HSA, Paul Butako, Dr. Paul Butako, and also Professor Jampo, Professor Ransford Jampo, Ghana has lecturer or Kana Junior in terms of political things. Our Ghana has said they found these two lecturers guilty of the plea and answer Suboy the bomb. Now, in the Pinax TV, I'm shocked because I don't know how all of this thing came up. I keep on asking questions each and every day. BBC, London, UK. Are they telling me they never got any university to do any investigation with, and they never got any university in their own country to do this investigation, but they decided to come to Ghana. They use it as a scapegoat to actually prove to the world that we are corrupt and they are doing a better investigation. Now, let me hit on the point because I believe that is what you want to hear or what you came to hear. Now, in a moment, we will be showing you the press release on the buyer detailing your friend is saying their stand on this particular two lecturers. The University of Ghana, they are saying that these two lecturers are actually guilty of the plea they've labeled against them. Now, as shown on the screen, this is coming from the University of Ghana, the Public Affairs Directorate, and then the reference number is there, the news release, and it states clearly, Professor Jampo, Dr. Butako to go before University of Ghana Disciplinary Committee. Now, let me read this quick one. I'll be fast in impartial stay. I'll say a fact-finding committee set up to investigate two University of Ghana lecturers, Professor Ransford Jampo and Dr. Paul Butako, following a BBC documentary titled Search for Grace has found prima facie evidence of breaches of the university's code of conduct and statutes, as amended, and has recommended that the matter be brought before the university disciplinary committee. Now, since I'm kind of what I've been saying on this particular platform, me hear a little bit of law, and I can tell you, say prima facie basically means having the intention to do something. In this, me Pinax TV, I'm what I say, say abia me on my channel will issue, and I have any intention, say okay, me here on my channel be that intention alone, and prima facie, and prima facie is having the intention to do something. So in connection here, prima facie ye kan ba butako and na your friend is a jampo no prima facie no mo kan wansem said they had some reason and they wanted to sleep with the girls for grades. What I say? Now let me read the other one too, and the other session. Also, the committee chaired by Justice Vida Akoto Banfo, a retired Supreme Court judge, noted on his report to the Vice Chancellor that there's a prima facie evidence of misconduct against Professor Jampo and Dr. Butako, contrary to paragraph 6.4 of the Code of Conduct of Academic Staff of the University of Ghana, which stipulates that academic staff shall at all times comport themselves in ways that will enhance their image and that of the university. Further, the committee found prima facie evidence of misconduct contrary to Statute 42 Clause I.E.2 of the University of Ghana Statutes, which states that no member of the university shall engage in a course of vexatious conduct that is directed at one or more specific individuals and that is known to be unwelcome. The Vice Chancellor has accepted the committee's findings and forwarded the report to the disciplinary committee for senior members, the appropriate judiciary body for immediate action. And lastly, the University of Ghana reiterates its commitment to rooting out sexual harassment and misconduct and reminds its students and employees of the provisions in its anti-sexual harassment and misconduct policy, as well as those contained in the statutes of the University of Ghana, Legon. The university would like to ensure all stakeholders that it will not shield any member of the committee found to have contravened these provisions. Signed by Stella A. Amwa, Director of Public Affairs, November 20th, 2019. In the way I am not sure abedawa is a yes, sad. Professor Jampo is taught at Legon for getting to about 20 years. Butako too has been there for almost the same period of time. And just because of some small toto money too much into no ejuma bebo. And you can work for so many years, but then just one thing will bring your whole career down. And this is a clear example of what we've been saying, sir. You can build many reputations and one day everything can come down the drain. That is how sad. And this is not just an advice to Jampo, even though I don't support this particular stand at the University of Ghana, Legon. I'll be coming to that. What I'm saying is I don't stand with them. I'll be coming to that. But then in reality, I think that this is an advice to all young men. If you are married, you are watching me, you should always know, sir, whatever you do today or tomorrow, you are going to have the effect tomorrow or the effect in the future. The same thing applies to me working with people. Whatever I do today, the actions and inactions I take, I'll one day live to account for it right here on this earth before I die. The same thing applies to us. Well, now, Sena Debi Amdi can in Bema dear Sebe. God created us for total, but we should always be careful the way we go about things. And now, what's trying to how worry me and I say you're Muslim, never worry me to say me you're free, even though I'm not a Muslim. So as I was saying, I don't actually go a year in contracts, and I don't actually go agree with what the University of Ghana Legon on Makam. Basically because let's look at this from a standpoint. I said, sir, the things which have been going on, the search for grace and out, that was the final product that we saw. Okay, good. Now, we were not there. And Jampo have said, even Jampo kaya san onupo or yes I interview okay can say or say there were conversations which went on before that thing took place. Now, Sami Pinax TV was saying about me pass investigative piece about Mahama. Simply, I should try to bribe Mahama and trap him and see if he's going to take the bribe. And yeah, one day show, it is going to take practice. Sometimes investigations can take up to 5 years. I know that is the essence of investigation. But doing an investigation and putting bread in front of a mouse, Nana, we human beings, our instinct, everything tells us, you should go and take the bread. If we were the mouse, our mind will have told us, fat bread, no. So human beings, there are certain things, especially men, we can't resist. So immediately you go trying to lure the person and doing all of those things. Oh, I'm single. My boyfriend did me this. No boy is taking care of me. Immediately you start to say all of these things to the lecturer. Literally, you are telling him, say, we are open for relationship. Nana, so definitely he's going to propose, and this is where it's going to end. In as much as I don't actually go with the notion of sleeping with girls for something, I also don't go with the notion of girls in this country actually opening up themselves or giving up themselves for something. It happens everywhere. And this says for grace, it is there, it will dream you was set for job. You was set for church. Most you was set for whatever. Everywhere there's set for something. And more importantly, I am embano and a panic here because say oba eba we dream na one fana. Usually they are desperate to do everything possible. And he said, "Oh, be to say me and yami so mu amedie my warrior me yes and mana." You will do it. You will do it. In some now let's know what you think in the comment section below. Once again, like and share this video to various social media handles about this same issue. Also, some think it's good, others think it isn't.